Hello and welcome to episode 8 of Strange New Worlds, the Elysian Kingdom. Interesting, fascinating episode this. Sort of enjoyed it. I liked Anson Mount, Captain Pike playing this like sort of cowardly character, and all the characters taken from a fairy tale have all changed. And number one's Huntress of the Forest, and Ahora's the Red Queen or whatever, and all the characters, and the two people that haven't been affected by this is Mabenga and Hemet. The story is he's reading to his daughter. He has a bit of a chemical accident. He's trying to work on a cure. It's quite touching with his daughter. It's fascinating where this goes. We jumped at bridge. Pike's there saying, she says he says hit it. They're going off to Starbase McNair, and suddenly everybody gets thrown over the desks and the control panels. And what happens then is like suddenly Mabenga gets called up to bridge, walks into bridge, and he's in a fairy tale. Like the ship's still there, but they're all playing these characters. Reality's sort of been changed a bit, but the ship still there. It reminded me. When you see Pike and he plays this like snivelly character, and he really does play it well, does Anson Mount, and the rest of the crew, they've all been sort of transported into these characters. And Spock's the evil wizard. And I got that 60s feel. It reminded me somehow of the original series, one of them insane episodes they did. It reminded me of that. It was just weird. And I mean, the story's been sort of done before in Trek lore about an entity. It's normally they put the crew through some weird scenario, but it's about learning about us and or trying to communicate. And so, like, Mabenga starts figuring out that he's the king, and he's Pike's this snivelly sort of character, and all the rest of them are all playing different. Ortega, she's like his chief warrior, and they go on a mission through ship to fight Mercurystone, which is his daughter, because he finds out she's not in the buffer. Hemet's this other wizard, and he's really getting into part of abracadabra and all this, and it comes out that there's an entity, they call it the Bartholomew brain, a highly powerful entity that changed reality, just comes into existence. And it sends Mabenga's daughter in the buffer, it sends their consciousness that she was very lonely. And that's sort of the basics of it. And it's quite touching, the ending, I thought, to this. Well, when they're going through the ship, like playing out these scenarios, Mabenga and Emmett figure out that it's his daughter that's controlling the book, and she's in his quarters. And Hemet gets to show off his magic with I think it's the Red Queen, Ahura. And he says, I'm going to throw all this magic at you. And he goes, abracadabra, something, and transports them all off the cargo bay. And he finds his daughter, and it comes out, it's this entity. There's an expression, interesting, I'm going to check up on this. The Bartholomew brain, I've probably got it wrong. And the entity felt her loneliness because it's just come into existence. And it's sort of like, it's creating this fantasy for her, but it's cured his daughter from that disease. And he figures it out. And then they contact the entity, and the entity won't let the daughter go. And it's going, I'm lonely and she's lonely. But she said, I've cured your daughter, but if I let you go, she won't be cured anymore. And he says, the entity says, you've got a choice. I'd basically let your daughter die, or save the crew to get them out of this fantasy. And he says, you can't do that. And it comes out that the daughter, he talks to her, and she wants to join with this entity. She wants him to come with her, but he can't, Mavenga. And it's really sad because, like, he's got, she can either be lonely in Buffer and only have limited time, or she can live, and the entity says, it's not evil, it's benevolent. It's just doing what it thought were right. It's not evil at all, and it's lonely. So I think the merge, or like the little girl, Rukia, she goes with the entities, all this bright light, and it's, and she disappears. And you really feel from her, but like suddenly there's more like energy appears. Then it's his daughter, and she's grown up, and he says, "How have you grown?" She's where I've been. It's different, and we're all like, different now. I think she's like the entity. And she says we will meet again. And she tells him, "You go get a life and be happy, because I'm happy." And we will see each other again. And it was just so touching, and that's it. She goes off, and at the end of this, he's sort of sad but happy because she's grown up. It's like she's evolved, and that's it. It's when she says to him, "You go get a life for yourself now. You'll be happy. I'm cured. I'm far more than what I was," and that, and it's a really touch. It's a beautiful ending, And then suddenly the entities, the daughter go on the other, go wherever they've gone, back into Nebula, and suddenly like the whole crew, all the logs are wiped, and it's like 5 hours out of time. None of the crew remember except Mabenga. And number one walks in, and she says, like she sort of says to him, does it about the missing 5 hours? He says he's looking at the fairy tale book, and she says, "You know what happened, don't you?" He says, "Yeah," and he just says, "Once upon a time," and that's it. So it was a brilliant episode. I really enjoyed it. There were no, I like the character reversals, especially Anson Mount playing this like Weasley courtier, betraying everybody. It was sort of interesting, and you could tell he's really hamming it up. And number one being this warrior, and Atagus and Spock being this snidey wizard. I mean, it just showed it was genius. But I did get like a 60s feel to it. When he walks onto bridge dressed as a king, and they were all there, like the turf bridge into his car. Part, you can see all consoles and that, but reality it's been slightly altered. And it was really good. It was a very well written. It was an enjoyable episode, and it truly did. For me, it felt like watching a Trek episode, and it was good fun. So I'm very happy with this. I think we've only got 2 more episodes, and that's it. So, it's going to be a shame because I normally watch Orville today. I won't be watching that till Saturday because I've got things on. But, yeah, absolutely brilliant. So that's my review of this episode. I'll see you all next week. So please give this video a like. Please subscribe. Please give it a share. And please check out this week's podcast. We've been talking about Escape from New York. Really enjoyed doing that. And yeah, I will see you all next week, and live long and prosper.